I just want to make a quick disclaimer. If you guys are interested in getting a one-on-one with me, and I can show you all the ropes of how to run this business and how to get your business started, go ahead and comment below. I might start offering that service. It will not be free. I'm not going to lie to you guys because time is money and I can't just take time out of my day to help you guys out without making anything out of it. But I'm willing to offer that and give that to certain people that's willing to pay and willing to really learn. I'm not exactly sure what the price is going to be, but I just wanted to introduce this idea because I feel like I'm giving a lot of free knowledge out, which is not a bad thing, but you know what I mean? I didn't pay to get it. I just did a lot of research, but a lot of research. So if you guys are interested, comment that down below. But let's get into the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a video with your guy, Dion Davis, the owner of Global Landscapers. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all the tips and tricks and how I do my marketing for my business, along with some other marketing tips that can also help you depending on where you're at and what stage of the business you're in. So hope you guys enjoy this type of content. I hope you guys get a lot of information out of it. And I'm going to try to make it as not as boring as possible. I'm going to try to make it as informational and as entertaining as I possibly can, at the same time of giving you guys the best information I can. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to break this video up into two categories: free marketing strategies and paid for marketing strategies, because I know some people can't afford to pay for marketing right now because they're just starting out their business, so they will need the free methods so they can get into the business, get their feet wet, start getting some revenue going for their business. But that's how we're going to be breaking it up today, and I got the excavator back here still in the trailer. Additionally, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can most effectively use these methods so it can improve your business the most and you can have the most effect out of it and you can get the most progress for your business. Of course, that's what you want, right? And of course, I'll tell you guys the ones that work the best for me, but you guys have to take it with a grain of salt because of some fact that we might be in two totally different markets, and for each market, different marketing methods work better than others. So you can't take exactly what I do and try to replicate it if you're in a completely different market. Like if you're in Idaho somewhere, it's not going to be the same for me here in Florida. So just take that with a grain of salt and understand that, okay? All right, so first we're going to start out with the free marketing methods. For the guys that are just starting out, trying to get their feet wet, trying to get some revenue flowing into their business so they can start paying for some ads and getting those big jobs, getting those big leads. The first free marketing strategy we're going to talk about today is social media. Social media isn't going to be a game changer for your business. It's definitely going to be an add-on to all the other methods that we're going to be talking about in today's video. But I wanted to put it on the list because it definitely deserves to be on this list, because we're going into a world where an online presence is very important for a business to have. And I want you guys to understand how important it is for you to have that going into these next coming years. We're in 2024, so everything is based on social media. You need that for credibility and for trust in your business. So I had to put that out there. And along with that, I've gotten a lot of jobs, like I previously stated, from social media, from YouTube, from Instagram, from me posting. And also it's a portfolio for your business. So now when a customer needs to see some work from you, you have a whole portfolio in one area where you can either send them the link or you can send them to direct posts that will relate to their job. So social media is a big one that you guys should be doing. And even if you don't have a bunch of followers and you're just posting just practically for yourself, is better than not having it at all, because it's still there. And if they search up your business name, it's going to be a list of things that come up. If you have your Google business listing, you have your Instagram, you have your YouTube, or whatever else social medias you're doing, or whatever else you got going on, that's all going to pop up, and it's going to give the customer more trust for your brand, and it's going to give you more of a chance they're going to close that job. Another thing that's going to give your business some momentum and just help you get those free leads is a Google business listing with your website. You need to get a website created for your business. You need to create that Google business listing. I can't tell you how many people called me just strictly off of that. No ads running, just my Google business listing just being up there, and they're searching in the area for a contractor that can do a certain type of work that I do. And they search me up, they call me up. I go out and give them a quote all for free, not paying for absolutely nothing. Just me spending a little bit of time to obviously give them the quote, of course. And it gives you a lot of jobs. I've got many jobs like that. So that's definitely a big one that you guys want to look into. I mean, it's a little bit complicated, but I mean, it's not that complicated at the same time. It's a little bit of waiting game when it comes to Google business listing, but it's very crucial for your business. Very crucial. I got a lot of jobs. Next free method that I have for you guys, it's actually like a more hands-on, like you're actually literally getting free leads. So what that is these free lead platforms where they actually send you free leads, and some of them ask you to go ahead and bid the job, and some of them have a preset price. But at the end of the day, if you're getting free leads and all you have to do is show up and do labor and maybe sometimes get materials for the job, that's always a win, because you don't have to do the work of marketing and trying to get in front of the customer. So these apps include Handy, Lula, Plaza Mows, Lawn Starter, Lawn Love, things of that nature. I know a good amount of those are landscape and lawn care apps, but they also do offer hardscaping and more bigger projects on those apps as well. I mean, you just got to be on there, you got to be looking, you got to be ready to pick them up, because I've gotten some big jobs off of those apps. Handy being a great example. I've gotten that bamboo job that you seen 3 years ago, 4 years ago when I was like first starting out. I got that off of Handy. I mean, it wasn't really supposed to be on there, but people do that like on those type of apps because it's an easy way for them to get in contact with a contractor and know their credibility. All these apps take to get on them is just to go online and sign up for them. And I'll probably list them right here. I'm not sure. I haven't edited the video, but it just go online. I might put them in the description as well, so you guys can just figure them out and find them for yourself. So you guys can tap in with those because they're really good. That's how I started out, and I was really getting a bunch of free leads, and I was closing a lot of jobs. Some jobs are underpaid, but what you got to do is you got to upsell. Honestly, you really do. You got to be a businessman. You got to get out there and be business savvy. Like, you got to upsell jobs. You got to offer more services, and that's how you're gonna make more money when you come to these apps, because sometimes they do underpay. Another free method that I use for my business is I actually cold call small businesses in my area or larger businesses in my area that might not offer some services, and instead of that business being able to just give up jobs that they have or they're available to, I call them and say, hey, this is what I have. Listen, if you need somebody as a subcontractor to come out and offer these type of services, I have this type of equipment. And I give them my contact information, my email, everything. So if they have something like that, they'll call me up, and now I get jobs for free. I mean, they do dictate what the prices of what you're going to be doing because you're a subcontract. And I mean, if you understand what being a subcontractor is, then you understand that you don't really get to dictate the price as much, but you can negotiate with that other contractor, the other business, to get a higher wage if that's what you want to do. I know from experience, I've gotten a lot of jobs from this, and it's a good way to make a lot of profit, you know? Because if they're the main contractor, they mostly handle all the expenses of the job. All you got to do is, you most times show up and just handle the labor side of everything and get paid for that. Get paid a good wage for that So that's definitely something to think about. That's one of the ways I do to get a lot of my leads too. The last and final way that I use to get more leads is just doing a good job with people's jobs. Like, I make sure every customer is happy and they're satisfied with the work that I've done. A lot of times, just from doing that, customers feel happy to spread your name around, give it to their neighbors, and just get you out there. Maybe spread it to their family members. Like, it gets a whole different demographic, which is great, and just get your name out there. And that's just a great way of doing it. I mean, there's not much else to it, but yeah, that's gonna wrap up all the free methods. But let's move on to the paid methods that I use currently. You really start stepping your game up when you're doing these methods. All right, first and foremost, we're gonna talk about paying for leads through like Angie's List or lead platforms. Everybody looks down upon this, but it really isn't that bad. I've seen people on YouTube build $500,000 to $1 million businesses just off of paying for ads, but there's just a way you got to do it the correct way. Like right now, I use an app called CraftJack. I mean, sadly, they're closing it down and they're merging with Angie's List. So in the beginning, I think they were already with Angie's List anyways, but the thing is, when you're using these lead platforms, you can't just leave your leads going and just forget about it and just hope that somebody else is going to do all the work for you. You still got to do a lot of work. When you get that lead, you got to call over immediately, not just wait around, immediately call over, talk to these customers, close the time for when you can go out and give them an estimate and see the job, and then go do it. Like a lot of people that go on these lead platforms are trying to get leads, they're dilly-dallying with it, they're not taking it serious, and that's the downfall of these people. It's not the apps. If you go out there and it's a legit lead, you have a legit phone number and an email, then that's a great lead. That's all you need to close a job. You don't need much more than that. Moral of the story, you just got to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to these lead platforms. But that's what I use a lot, and I close a lot of jobs, man. Like, really a lot of jobs. Like, sure, the lead might be $40, but if I close a $3,000 job, what is $40 to $3,000? Think about it. Say I get 4 or 5 of those $40 leads, and I only close about one of them. What is it? 4 times 4 is $160 for a $3,000 job. Like, it pays for itself. Like, you guys got to do the math in your head. Like, it's very obvious that it works. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta want to get it. You want to grow your business, man. You gotta really be out there grinding, hustling if you want to get to that next level. That's what I'm trying to do, man. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Another one of my favorites that I like to use is Google Ads, man. I know Google Ads is a little bit more challenging. It's a higher learning curve for that one, and it took me a little while to get it. But really, what you want to do is, it takes a lot of money to make a lot of money with this. So what you got to do is, you kind of got to set it up, kind of put a little bit of target in it, but not too much. Get that one pumping, and let it run for a while. Let it figure out who your demographic is, your demographic audience. And then once it does that, they're gonna get the right people coming. But it does spend some money, so you gotta be prepared for that one. But you will get leads from it. you definitely will. This one might not be for everybody, but it works. I'm gonna be honest with you, it really does work. I've used it. I can tell you my testimonial. Yes, it definitely does work. You just really gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be open. You leave your phone line open. Answer the phone call when you get a lot of different phone calls. I know sometimes it is some BS phone calls that people get into their business, but you gotta answer them, man, if you want to get these leads, because it might be a customer calling over to get some work done. So you gotta take that sacrifice sometimes. But another one that I've heard about that I haven't used personally, I will tell you guys straight up, I've never used this one, but people have had a lot of success is Facebook Marketplace, and I mean not Facebook Marketplace, Facebook ads. I heard that really works pretty well. People close a lot of jobs on that. They pretty much use a video of them doing work on a previous job and explain their services and what they offer. Then they kind of target a demographic on Facebook and push it out to people. They have a video right in front of their face where they can see the person in action, which is great. And yeah, just get in front of the right people. So I heard that work. I don't know too much about that. I'm not going to speak on that, but that's what I've heard. And I heard it works. So I'm going to actually get into that in this upcoming summer, this upcoming season, because it sounds like a pretty decent one. And I got some videos, obviously, clearly. And I'm going to try that. So yeah, that's another one. These last two paid methods, they're kind of tied together in a way. It's business cards and door hangers. So these are kind of like building brand awareness, of course, because you only give your business card to people when you're talking to them. So you're already going to be talking to them anyways, and you're handing them business card. The door hanger is more of brand awareness, because even though the customer might not need the work right now, if you leave a door hanger there, now when they possibly might need some work done, you're going to be the first business on their mind, because you're right there in front of them. They gave them the door hanger. They've seen your name before. They've seen your brand. They've seen your logo. So they might just call you right back up. So I mean, I've used them in the past. It works. It's brand awareness more so, but yeah. An honorable mention for the Facebook Marketplace, the Facebook side of everything, and free leads part is Facebook Marketplace. So what you do is you take your machine, take a picture of it, and you post it up for free, but like free for service, but you got to do it a certain way. I'll get into that on another video, but you got to put it a certain way where it seems like it's not a service on Facebook Marketplace, and it's a free way to get leads. I've gotten a lot of leads off of that, because people are like, hey, because I put it up for like land clearing, I got a land clearing machine, and you know, I clear land, whatever, and people are like, hey, can you do that for me? And then I'm able to do it, and it's a free way. Sometimes you get some cheaper customers with that, because if they're searching on Facebook Marketplace for a service, then they're kind of cheaper, but hey, it's still there. It's a lead. Sometimes you get good customers, so it's the deck of the draw, man. And that's another one. I just want to give an honorable mention, because Facebook will take down your post if they figure out that it's offering services, and it does put your account on Facebook at risk of getting blocked from posting on Facebook Marketplace. So take that one with a grain of salt and be a little cautious with it, because Facebook will crack down on you if you try to do that, because they want you to pay for them ads. But yeah, so with that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. That's all the marketing strategies I use for my business. It works pretty well. I suggest you guys go out and use them, take a few of them and try them out, because like I said in the beginning, different places require different marketing strategies. So you kind of got to test the water and see which one works in your market and which one works the best for you. But for me, this is how it works. This is my best ones. Like I said, I haven't used Facebook, but every other marketing strategy that I've used, and my favorite one, honestly, is probably paying for leads with Angie's List. It's just straightforward. You get a phone number, you get their email, and they are obviously want the work done, or at least they're trying to get a quote to get the work done eventually. So that one's the most straightforward for me. So with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, show you guys some love. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about these Johns. And also, do not forget to get in your Bible, repent of your sins, turn your life to Jesus Christ. Try to build that relationship with God, because that's the only thing in life that matters. And if you're out there and you're struggling with your faith and struggling growing with your faith with God, just know that God's going to show you what he needs to show you when he needs to show you it. It's on his timing, so just be patient. That's how I keep a level head all the time. Sometimes I don't understand everything, because I don't understand everything, guys. I mean, I'm just a human being just like everybody else, and I just want to put that out there. And I understand that God's going to show me something. He's going to make me understand something when he needs me to understand it. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.